this land is your land, and this land is my land, from the California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest.
I've been made to understand by the chair of the board, the vice chair of the board, that we have a delegation from Uganda Kingdom. Yes. The descendants of Kabaka Daudi Chwa, who donated this land to us permanently. Awangale aisa abasajja Kabaka wa Uganda. Nena abagereka agerekera Uganda. Lwalera n'abasika mutu. You're most welcome. Mutule ntende. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. Now we are moving on to the next agenda, which is the tour. We should walk Akibwa style so that we catch up with time. Nick, are you going to lead the group to the sides?
Chop.
Oh, by the way, Nick, you can do some other thing. Chop, where are you? Chop is going to do it in a chop way. Please leave the group. Thank you.
Okay.
Excuse me. I think protocol will request that the NEC takes you on a guided tour. Yes. You are not touring anything, just a guided tour. So you take the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we are going to walk. We are walking together as a team. We are starting from the main gate. We are sloping down. Main gate, there is a partnership with the Serena Heights. Somewhere in the middle, we have Marine and Rescue Center. And then from there, we shall visit the famous Rovers Village. And then we shall come back here. That one is very far. Then after the famous Rovers Beach, we shall go to the northern part where General Sejusa has tried to attack also. Yes, thank you so much.
Interest of time, you can see there is nothing serious. Even from here, we can visibly see the gate. So it is very safe, guarded by the UPD. So here, from the people that are responsible for all of these developments. First and foremost, this is a partnership between Uganda Scouts Association and the Serena Heights. Get me correctly. Serena. It is
Serena
Serena Heights. Where we are now, you remember when we were here last year during the national camp? His Excellency, the patron of the Republic of Uganda, launched or unveiled a building at the old sports arena. When he signed on it, when the majority of the Uganda Scout Association members were present at the closing ceremony of last year's camp, after the camp, the management of Uganda Scout Association started or gave ahead to Serena Heights to start this project. In simple terms, we call this the administration block for Uganda Scouts Association. Let me give you an example of inconvenience that I've been facing. Just last week, we've had assistant leaders course here. How many attended that are here? Yes. We've been going for accommodation around KAAZI. You're welcome, Chief Scout. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to recognize the presence of our new Chief Scout, Professor Badru Katerega. Thank you so much. He has been a scout and he has been occupying several leadership positions. Now he's in the position of Chief Scout. Since he's a scout, he has joined us and also needs these updates. So, Scouting teaches us to be self-reliant. But as a new NEC, I must tell you that I joined office and our accounts were dry. Why? We are teaching other people and the younger scouts to be self-reliant, but the NSO, the organization itself, is not self-reliant. So when we come up with projects like this, we are sure that income will be coming. We are also having conference halls, 2 of them. One has the capacity of 800 seats. It can occupy 800. Actually, I must assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the last time we are squeezing ourselves in the look-wide hall. As we come back for the national camp, most of the activities and meetings shall be held in our new conference hall. And also the conference hall is going to act as income generation because we shall allow other organizations, even individuals, to hire it for maybe parties or conferences. And they will do that at a charge. You are aware the headquarters was shifted from Buganda Road to here, and the NEC is suffering. So I cannot wait to have this done, and I join here. The last thing that I must come out clearly, I have told you I did not find a coin on the accounts of Uganda Scouts. And we are all aware that we don't have the ability to put up this. So a partnership means the Scouts are gaining, but also the investor will request for something. I need to be very clear because this is an AGM. The investor is going to give us the conference hall, the administration offices, and the hotel. When it comes to the sports arena, we were supposed to put it there because it's still Serena that is going to put up that stadium. But with the guidance of the current Chief Commissioner, General Katumba Amara, he said the development should not cross. You see that road down to the lake? He does not want to see any construction the other side. he granted the development to take place on this side, up to the lake. So as we move down, you will find that all developments are on. The rest of the land is left for the forest. We are not going to touch it. And also the camping of the Uganda Scouts. Conclusively, the sports arena has been shifted from the old sports arena. It is now this side, immediately after this building. So I'm going to welcome 2 questions, and then I take you to another part of the investment. Yes, sir. The question is here. Is the MOU available? That's one.
For how long is the investors will be
using this project?
Yes.
You were just inquiring from a friend who has a straight question. Yes.
So, shall we go back to Uganda Road? Yes. Will the head offices go back to Uganda Road?
Ashaka?
Thanks for the construction. What are we giving them in return?
Very wonderful. Then the last one, Zima.
How much land are we giving out?
Oh, okay. Very good. Ah.
How many years do we have for the contract to
Okay.
What does the MOU say about the 10 one?
Yes, I was moving a suggestion that the NEC records all those questions, and as soon as we finish the tour, he answers it before any other business.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
To the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went a walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway, saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
Scouts, we! I will still begin by thanking you. This is an area where we are going to put the stadium. In other previous national councils, they approved to construct a sports arena. But like as I've mentioned it while up, I've told you it was shifted from the other side to this side. So this graded space that you see from here up to the perimeter wall that is there, we are going to put a modern stadium. And we are going to call it Baden Powell Stadium. This is still going to be constructed by Serena Heights. We are going to do the construction. Actually, I've forgotten to mention this. The management of Uganda Scouts Association decided not to touch the cash because the partner wanted to put billions on Uganda Scout Association. We said no. We might have the money mismanaged. Can you please do the construction of all these developments and you hand over the keys to the scouts, and then we also give you what you requested for. So, the construction, the money that is being used is not from the Scout Service, from the account of the party. They will only hand over to Scouts when everything is complete. So the same thing applies to the stadium. I must tell you that this is also a modern training facility for Uganda Scouts. We've been struggling with sports and sports arena. So now when we come, our scouts shall have a modern sports arena with pavilions on all the sides.
All that you have said, all that you have explained, is there paperwork to that we can look at?
This is the Marine and Rescue Center. It is a partnership between Uganda Scout Association and the Ministry of Works. It was also approved by the management of Uganda Scouts Association, and the project coordinator for this project is Mr. Ashaka Edison. Let me give him some 3 minutes to take us through.
Kasui! This is called an MRCC. That is the Maritime Administration and Coordination Center. Those are offices. This is going to be a tower. That's the foundation, so they did a base. The tower is 5-story. Engineer Brian is in charge of the site.
Just a minute. What is maritime?
Maritime. In 2019, Maritime Administration, a department concerned with development of maritime activities on water in Ministry of Works and Transport, approached Uganda Scouts through me, through the Director of Training at Maritime, and we had an engagement. The NEC Mr. Okello asked them to invite us for a dialogue, and a meeting was scheduled between Uganda Scouts and Maritime Administration, guided by the PS. So in that meeting, we asked them how it would benefit. They are putting on a center to coordinate water transport. On water, there have been accidents, and Uganda doesn't have a scheme to manage water transport and accidents there. We call them people in distress on water. So Busabala was earmarked, and so they wanted to take it to Busabala. But because of network that some of you have and I had at that time, I managed to lobby well, and it was given unto us. So meaning that construction of this Maritime Administration Center, they were going to put a tower to control communications on Lake Victoria and Kisumu in Kenya, where the headquarters are. So we looked for where the scouts were going to benefit. They wanted land measuring 50 by 100 meters. Which land was stopping after that pole? That's where they put the tank shortly. And that's why they're constructing this center, going to put a helipad there, and then also their own parking that is going to take place, and a jetty for 10 boats on the shores. So after discussing, Mr. Okello says, can you make a deeper research on how we benefit? Because they are not giving us money, they are putting a facility. We said, being the leading youth movement in Uganda, we needed an activity that is going to be developed on this place. I went and did my research, and also ventured into sea scouting, and made a presentation to Mr. Okello, who said, this is wonderful. Let's use this center to develop marina life activities. So we engaged another meeting, and in that meeting, which missed the documentation of increment of land for development of auxiliary activities. This included canoeing, boating, repairs, and everything. So the land, 50 by 100, which was catering for this center, the helipad there and their parking could not support scout activities. So we said, now we need more land for the scouts. Mr. Okello had envisioned that some land may go. In case that land goes before scouts get land, then we would not have where to put the activities. So in 2020, December, the land was resurveyed, and then we had it 100 by 100. The other land provided for the increment in the activities to develop on water. And that's how I came to present to the scouts on this place. We are going to have offices. The scouts were benefiting in 2 ways. One, they're giving us 2 standby rescue boats on water. These boats are supposed to be manned by scouts with water knowledge. And so, the ministry recruited and advertised for people to come aboard. We tried to mobilize, but we didn't get the qualified people according to the terms Minister had given us. So we didn't submit. So Uganda Scouts boat operators, the two, were not recruited and were not taken. Then we remained with the slots because the boats were purchased. The other things that we're supposed to have are an office here, which will be manned by scouts, a kitchen and a clinic. Then lastly, we said the remaining activities, we shall have a shed for the community for fish drying, so this area can be commercial and scouts can earn revenue. Then also activities on water can be developed, and then Uganda Sea Scouts can also come in and get grounds for further trainings that are being conducted here. That's
Thank you so much. Mr. Shaka, what is your appeal to the council members?
I will request the honorable councillors, as we sit back, reflect on the project. First and foremost, right now, we need us to come on board and have the youth program understand this concept clearly, because it is not well
Mr. Shaka.
So we need you to support the project, welcome it, love it, and we nurture to develop marina scouting.
Oh, okay.
Just one
some 2-3 questions?
Yes, I have one here.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Shaka, we would like to know, was this land given to Ministry of Works, or land is ours, they will only have their project? Because we need to know if the MOU is also around.
In the MOU, there is no land being given out. It is an understanding. Land is only gazetted for this program, but not to Ministry of Works. So we didn't write giving Ministry of Works, but was giving the project. So it is a program of the Scouts that has been. This MOU is for 4 years, and it has gone now 2 years. So it is remaining with about 2 years. After the MOU, we
after the 2
after
years?
the 2 years remaining, we shall either engage or for us continue doing our things. But because it's government, this tower is going to be having 3 categories of people. 1, UPDF divers, because of water rescue. 2, police, because when there is distress and people are rescued, the key people to do that are Uganda police. So we have about 2 officers who will be here. Then the 3rd are the scouts. We are going to have some volunteers and some as staff in this project.
The last question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ashaka. My concern is we badly need a detailed report about maritime and its marriage with the Ministry of... That is the MOU. Second, because from what you have communicated, you said we are giving out this for only mere 2 boats. Is that fair, really, to scouts? For that matter, we need a detailed report and approved. Before, because at first it was 50, again 100, we may end up even seeing 200. And this is how land grabbing comes in.
I want to know.
These projects need thorough investigation.
Exactly. So that is it.
I have seen
We
that
need
there's
thorough
some
investigation over this.
individual interests.
Yes.
I have not seen what the Uganda Scouts Association is going to benefit from.
There's not 2 boats?
Okay.
Yes. Also,
Let's go to the
but we need to record this.
why does he have only Mr. Shaka and the
There the question will be to where.
How come to the only
Okay.
How come the
only Mr. Ashaka and the leg for this project? The rest.
Actually, the letter written to the ministry did not have 2 people. It had 5. Mr. Odora, Mr. Mtumbire, Mr. Shaka, and that's the team. So we have 5 sent to the ministry. But because people don't take sometimes responsibility, I was left alone in some meetings and on some occasions.
Now you see how they have put the songs there? That is the decoration. Because they were not there when we first came. Now the songs have just been put. Yeah, the water. Go up there, you see the bars are there. But the other time, when the other man was at the state, they were seeing then for us to come here, they called us from the other police. You want to know the brothers who are grading here?
We used to come here, we were at the other side, we could not see this lake. And now you are just at the lake like this. And people are telling us that they are developing. What are they developing? What we don't know. We want to know the ones who are breeding here. We want to know who is breeding our land. We want the memorandum of understanding for all the projects which are here. We want all of them, the memorandum of understanding. We want them all here. We want the land titles. We have to see them today.
We are just requesting
Otherwise,
one thing.
we are just in black folded. They are just deceiving us.
Just have documents. Just give us documents. Let them produce documents. Let them talk while making the documents. The memorandum, the MOU.
We want the memorandums of understanding.
For here?
Yes.
Yes.
For all these
here.
For all of the projects we have seen.
From where we started from.
We want the memorandums
We
of
just need
understanding.
an MOU from where we started from.
Seen here today. That's when we shall come down. Otherwise,
documents.
We don't have to work by
we want
to hear anything from Professor.
No. Let's go back to the house and that is our stand. That is our
How much does it take to?
That is our stand. What we want. The memorandums of understanding of each and every project. And each and every district should go with a copy of a memorandum of understanding.
Now, Scouts, I think on the agenda, we are touring. And then we shall react.
And let's sit and react. Let's sit and react.
Let's see the tour, and then we shall react.
We go back.
We want people to walk the talk.
Document. Our eyewitness. The ground. We go.
We want document. Whatever is being said, the document on table. Memorandum of understanding, document. We agreed on this document. That's when we can ascertain who signed, who didn't sign. That's how we shall know what is being said is true or wrong. We shall
where
have
you put
chance
our trees.
to scrutinize.
We need accountability for our trees, by the way. We need accountability. Twagala okumanya ensaasaanya y'emiti gyaffe gye baatema mu kibira. Muli accountability. Bimali.
From what I'm seeing here, this is a multi-billion project in hiding. Yes. From when you look at the setup right from the other side, it is a highly planned project behind our backs. And as scouts, we need to know details about this project. Who owns it? What are the details about it? Where is the memorandum of understanding? And for how long will it take place?
It is not there.
I'm seeing, we are seeing it is expanding.
Thank you so much. Next. Yes.
Yes, Brother. Are you in the know of who is here?
No.
Because for me, I come from Ghana.
No,
My question
So
is,
you don't know who is here?
the security team
Yes.
at the gate,
Yes.
where was it as they were moving our soil of this place, as they were grading? Where did the vehicles pass?
They passed through the gate, and the security has never left KAAZI.
All of them should go.
We have all of them gone in their group.
Thank you so much. Members, I think let's agree on this. I am really wondering. I have never expected the NEC to answer the question, no, and stop there. This is a project of multi-billions, which is within the Scouts' land. And we believe this land is still for the Scouts. And if all these people, all these things are happening here without the know-how of the NEC, I think NEC is not doing anything here. You are the one to report all these things because we know you are the secretariat here. To who?
To my bosses.
To your bosses. This is a council meeting. We want to see this document for these projects one by one, and then we shall approve. We are the bosses.
Maybe. Excuse me.
One last one.
Okay, last one. One last one.
Bwana Linetwe, I'm seeking audience from our NEC. When I read what goes on our platforms, I realize here we have police, we have military, we have
vigilantes, local vigilantes,
and even our own leadership as scouts. All in this guise of protecting our land. Yes. Now, if all of this has happened and you see all this area has been cleared, not even in less than a year, if you can see,
it is more than
what
a year.
is going on and who is behind this, we need to know.
Okay.
Today.